Hello, and welcome to the Beaker Show. We are jumping into session 87 today, so welcome back. I know it's been a second, but we kind of have everybody today. Our fighter is still going to be a little under the weather, so might not get a lot out of them today, but they're here, and we're ready to go. And yeah, we're going to see where our adventurers are headed next now that they're got a little bit more information on the path they're following. So yeah, we'll get a little recap in here. We'll grab the players and we'll jump in. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Alright, so quick recap of just last session. You guys made your way around the sewers trying to find Ted the Tortle, who could potentially be your guide for this area. He is a little more familiar with some of the populated areas that Callie tended to avoid. You guys eventually figured out that he was currently in sewer jail for fighting the arena champion outside of the arena. Seems like he attacked him for some reason. You guys did some investigation, figured out that Ted had lost his maps to the area and would be willing to help you out and try and find this place you're looking for if you got his maps back, which required one of two things: either fighting your way through the arenas down here in the sewers or sneaking in and stealing them from the champion's chambers. You guys decided to do a little bit more investigating before you really went gung-ho on a plan, and you talked your way through the arena, kind of figured out what was going on there, and quickly made your way over to the champion's battlefield to see what that looked like. And through some conversation, through some good guessing, you guys figured out that the current dwarven champion of the arenas of the sewers under Neverwinter was Dorith, who was Garnet's lost, quote-unquote, lost husband. And you managed to kind of treat with him, I guess, and figure out that you weren't on opposing sides and that you had some connection to each other, which he didn't openly admit at first, but eventually did. And he agreed to help you guys get the maps that you were looking for. Though he no longer had them, he had sold them to some new friends of his quadruplets-looking guys, and led you guys back to the champion's chambers to meet with them. You guys treated with those guys and made a trade for Ted's maps. And then realizing that they were mind flayers, you decided to stab them in the back on their way out. And you got your goods back and took out a couple of these mind flayers who you can presume were in some way tied to the Sovereign that you're currently working on dispatching anyways. So no hard feelings there necessarily. And you return the maps to Ted, breaking him out of the prison and taking him deeper into the sewers with you. You guys spoke with him, investigated his maps a little bit, and he pointed you in the right direction, which was a corner of the sewers that seemed to have some sort of illusion going on, some sort of magic's concealing an area, and that was probably your best bet for what you were looking for, which was an entrance to take you deeper underneath of the sewers to where the Mind Flayer colony would have been set up, or where it would currently dwell, which is, as you know, where the Sovereign is, as he has taken control of that colony from the Elder Brain many, many years ago. So, that kind of brings us back up to speed with where we are in this moment. So, some things I didn't give you last session that I'm going to give you now that you're here. Some things that you're seeing, because you guys had just kind of made it to this corner and seen that there was some guards and some people at the end of this hallway that definitely tipped you off that it's not a normal hallway, and that this most definitely in your mind is probably an illusory wall of some sort. So as you guys kind of take your time peering around the corner, gathering what you can about this area, you see a couple of things. First and foremost, the most easy thing to pick out As you do see two more of these identical individuals that you guys have correctly identified as mind flayers using some sort of illusory magic, some sort of concealment to make themselves not look like mind flayers. And they are kind of standing guard on either side of this passageway, or this waterway, I should say, down here in the sewers. And one other thing that you notice is that they seem to be in conversation, both with each other and with something on the other side of this wall. So as you guys watch for a moment or two, you don't catch a lot of the conversation. It seems fairly muted and fairly muffled. But you do see as a couple of individuals step out of the wall to kind of continue the conversation with these guards. And among these individuals, you see another being that seems to be an identical to the twins that were standing guard. And on the far side, you catch for just a moment as an individual that you recognized steps out. A four-legged, two-armed piece of work kind of individual as Counselor Heck from the Feywild steps out to partake in this conversation. You see that he utters a few words, makes a few motions to the guards, points at one of them and kind of points back towards the wall, points at the other two that were here before and kind of gives them just a nod and kind of points down the passageway, almost seemingly pointing towards you. You're not sure if he knows you're there or not, but he seems to at least be issuing some sort of command as he steps back into the wall and disappears from view. And the two guards end their conversation and just kind of stand vigilantly on either side of this waterway, unmoving. Their faces aren't necessarily changing, but you know that they're using magic, so you're not sure what that really means. They could certainly still be moving, but for outward appearances, they seem to be standing at guard. And that's where you find folks, after taking in this view, presumably passing this information around. Whoever was peeking around the wall to watch this could very quickly inform the rest of you what had happened. That's where I'll turn it over to you guys. So with this in mind, what would you guys like to do?
And we all currently saw that?
Yep. You could have peeked around and seen it, or at least shared the information amongst each other. So you all have that knowledge.
Is there any reaction from our centaur?
A decidedly more clenched jaw than even normal. Outwardly, she just looks really tense, but she's not taking any immediate action.
How far away is this gate from us?
From where you're at now, it's about 60 to 70 feet.
That's right, we didn't take a long rest.
Nope.
Hey,
Oh, we did not, because we have zero time for that.
yeah. So, what's the play here, guys? I mean, I could get us theoretically past the gate if there's no. And I'll quickly look around for any sort of runes or markings to see if it if there's any sort of warding against teleportation.
Okay, you can make an investigation check, see if you can pick up on anything.
Haha, natural 20 on that one.
Hey.
Hey.
Starting the game off right.
Yes.
Hey.
So some things that you can pick up on, especially with the 20, I'll give you a little more. In the area that you're in, so the sewer passage and just kind of this general area, it doesn't seem like there's any sort of warding, or anything that would really prevent your magics. However, one thing you do pick up on as you glance towards the illusory wall again, it does seem to glisten with some sort of magic. And as you kind of focus on it a little bit and really think about it, it seems like it has some sort of protection against teleporting through it. So while you could teleport to it, you could teleport anywhere around down here, there's some sort of barrier preventing that magic from going through the wall. So it seems like you would have to physically walk through the wall. Could not, like, Dimension Door or Misty Step through it.
Okay. You said there was writing on the gate?
No,
Like-
there's no writing.
Oh, okay.
You see this, you can see the
Shimmer.
magical aura. You can just kind of
Gotcha.
tell that, because it's something you're used to and something you've seen before. Some sort of anti-magic, just like shielding on that wall.
Bink, is there anything you can do about that barrier? You see it?
I'm gonna look at it and anything I can deal with this, I guess. I'm gonna look through my bag and let's see. Bink, you just see Bink rustling through his bag and see it. One sec, let me see. Bink says, I got ghost. Other than my bag, I got ghost step tattoo.
Hmm.
I don't know if that'll let me go through though. I can try
Well-
Dimension Door.
No, it
Is that
protects
not work?
against teleportation. Pretty sure.
Bink goes like, I have this, and he just takes out his cubic gate.
No, that one will help us.
Okay, he just shoves that back in his bag. And I got nothing there. I don't have any dispels or nothing.
Gotcha.
No, I quite literally do have a dispel magic. Actually, does that work? Does that work?
It might.
Like, say I don't have it, like, I'm like, wait a second, I do have that. You want me to try it? I don't know if it will, but I could try. I don't know what level spell I should try it at, but I could try.
It really did seem that they prepared. Like, they seem like they know we're here, right?
Yeah.
I was asking the DM.
Oh. Like,
Thank you for the
yeah, I guess
Bink's
so,
like,
yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely. They know we're right here, right now, discussing this.
Yeah, you are getting that sense. It
Okay.
seems like there's some sort of, maybe you're expected, or they certainly know you're coming. They don't seem to be taking any action against you at the moment.
Well, we could either try and talk our way through this, or you could try and knock down the barrier, and then we teleport in there.
That sounds like it would be using an awful lot of magics for something on a day when we don't have a lot of magics to spare. I'm not usually
Yeah, I'm
one
with
for
her on that.
talking.
I think you should just kill them.
Well, that is my thought too, but that may
Look,
also
we can
take
do a
magic.
coordinated attack. Okay, so I'm thinking me and Zanzibar takes the one on the right, and Aiden and Lalia takes the one on the left.
Oh,
And you,
do you
I
want to
mean,
see?
what do you want to? And I'm talking Cassidy
Calliope.
and Calliope. Calliope. I'm talking to Calliope for this one. I'm just like, and you, what do you want to do? I'm thinking, you can go with whoever you want if we're doing this.
I suppose I could help whoever needs it.
You guys okay with this plan? Me and Zan to the right, and Lolly to the left, and she supports whoever she needs to support.
I can't believe I'm the one to say this. But do we want to try talking first?
Well,
Can't tell if the
Who-
cough was part of the game. And I thought you were gonna go with Binks plan. Like I thought you were actually gonna say, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but do we want to go Binks plan?
No, I think Bing's plan is fantastic. I am just, should we ask a question first?
No, because last time I even spooked one and was very calm about it. He instantly tried to eat my brain.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
weren't you
maybe you
invisible?
stand back here and shout at him.
Right.
No, because then we'll lose the opportunity of surprise. No, I'd rather just kill them.
I mean,
I hate them with a passion now. That other one that came up to us was an exception. These guys, no. They seem like they're guards. And no, I prefer to kill them before they get the jump on us and try to eat our brain holes.
so we definitely have one for talking and one for combat.
Oh, I am not one for talking.
Why
I
is
am
this
just
a
trying to speak.
question?
I'm
Why is talking a question?
I'm not one for talking. I'm just trying to make sure that maybe if someone is for talking, that they are being heard in this moment right now.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. If you just want to kill him, right? Make the first move.
Look, demons are one thing, okay? Mind flares are another. Screw mind flares.
They were probably human once there, Bink.
Were. Keyword were. Again, other one, exception. These I don't really want to get to know if they get the upper hand on us. This is two. If it's one, sure, we question. Two, no, we're killing.
All right, here.
Either of these guys look like they have the blue tiara looking thing that the other four had.
I mean the gold tiara?
Yeah.
What about the emblem?
So I'll give you this. The emblem you can see. The tiara you cannot. Though the other four, you couldn't see the tiara on their illusion form either.
That's right.
You didn't see it until their illusion broke.
Oh. Okay.
One last devil's advocate. And this one comes from a place of care for Bink, who is always almost dying. We just watched a couple folks walk through that wall and then walk back through, and so right now we only see those two, but what if there's like 55 on the other side of the illusion just waiting for us to say, hey, hi, ho?
Right.
What, to be nice? And yes, this is me being
Sure, Bink, to be nice. You know, assuming we don't immediately murder their friends, then I don't think they'd be feeling very nice.
It's too bad we don't have, what's his name? Thoth or whatever.
Who?
I'm sure he'd be fine to go right up and talk to him.
Has? Who?
The dwarf guy.
Oh,
Forget his name.
Dorit.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, so maybe we do talk. Let's send Aiden.
He's very good with the words.
No.
I'm not going over there. As I like point at the 10 bite marks on my head. No, I'm not. No, somebody else do it. I don't care. I'm not part of this.
I volunteer.
Was that Callie?
Yes.
Okay, I suppose.
God damn it. Fuck. Fuck. Twist my fucking goddamn arm. You're getting fucking Big Brother vibes from Aiden. Like, you lie. I
Because
guess.
Calliope
Like,
got
nothing.
drunk last week. That's why.
God damn it.
And both Zan and Bink have had their brains eaten before. So.
Because Michaela hasn't gotten to mess with Alex yet, so.
Nice. I suppose if you're going to put yourself in harm's way, I guess I'll have to come along anyway.
Only if you want to. I think I could handle it.
Still coming.
So the two of you walking up to the closest dude?
Yep.
Well, as you round the corner, I need you both to make... No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking-
You see
I'm
both...
like
I'm ready.
Fuck. Try it. I'll fucking throw a flamethrower down this fucking sewer line. I'll do it.
You see both of these individuals just turn to stare at you as you approach. As you get within appropriate earshot, you just hear both of them. Oh, hello. So glad to meet you. I've been waiting for you.
Hello.
Insight check.
Sure.
Do I detect malicious intent?
Go for it.
Natural 20.
Another one.
Wow, what the hell?
Um,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So their voices and just kind of the general message that you're hearing so far seems pretty compliant. And being a fighter and kind of being attuned to combat and the physicality that's involved, these two individuals do not currently appear to be bracing for fight. They seem to be relaxed. They don't seem to be tensing up. So at the moment, if there is maliciousness, it doesn't seem physical yet. It doesn't seem like they're ready to attack you.
Okay.
Oh. So you knew we were coming.
Oh, yes. And mind you, they are speaking in unison. So my one voice is actually both of them.
Oh my god, Calliope's in love. Okay.
Oh, God.
It's kind of like the
love it.
Yes.
kind of like the
Calliope,
twins in The
stop.
Shining.
That's literally what I was thinking.
No. Calliope, stop drooling on the sewer floor.
Yes, the Sovereign let us know. You attacked one of our brethren up on the surface. You didn't do a very good job. You let them flee. And they came and alerted us. So we've been prepared for over a day now. You're rather quite slow, aren't you?
Oh, well, we had other priorities. Like looking for the Babadook. Have you heard of him?
You see both of their heads kind of cock. No.
Above table, Calliope has been obsessed with the boogeyman since getting down here and waking up this morning. For reasons that I'm not even sure. It just stuck.
Aiden's just gonna pretend not to cock his head and just play along like he knows what she's talking about.
No, we have not.
Perhaps sometime I'll tell you the story.
Perhaps sometime we may just pull it from your brain ourselves.
What's that like?
I can show you.
Malicious intent.
They're not approaching, they're just talking.
They don't need to approach to declare malicious intent.
But regardless, we're not to kill you yet. The Sovereign would like an audience. Seems he's taken an interest in your group.
Well, I think our group is interested in him, too.
Well, if you'd like to meet him, we've been given special permission to take you straight there. Though there are some caveats involved.
What are the caveats?
Oh, just the usual when protecting a leader of a very important organization. No weapons, no armor.
I think my friend here might have a problem with that.
Well, you don't all have to go.
I mean, I could probably do that. But the group would have to decide that that was okay.
I mean, Bink's not there, but he's just like, you just like hear that in the middle of your head. You just hear him say no.
Well, Calliope doesn't have a stone, so everybody else hears it.
They continue to just kind of stare at you and they're...
Tell me this.
Yes?
We've heard stories about what you're hiding behind this wall. What's it like in there?
Well, it's dark and moist and quite disconnected from the upper world. It's, well, for our species, a bit of a miracle land. It's just wonderful.
I like your energy.
Yes, well, the Sovereign certainly let us know about your party and your energy. He's only offering this one time. You have one chance. You can come and speak with him in person. Though he knows that you like to fight when you have your strengths about you, so you're also welcome. He has set up a gauntlet of challenges if you'd like to try and make your way to him. Personally, I'd love to see you try it.
Can you see things when you're dead?
Wow.
He's just kind of slowly turning his head at her, like, do you have a direction where this line of dialogue is going? Is there a signal that's supposed to be catching me that I'm just not getting? What are you doing? And then there's just,
also
and
just
then
like
there's
waiting on
just,
standby.
and then there's just accept, like, this is literally what this is Callie. Why am I surprised that these questions are so off the literal wall?
Well, I suppose
so-
not.
Tell me this. One more very random question. Does your sovereign care if you live or die? You specifically. I don't know your names, but whoever you two are.
Well, you see, we're merely part of the hive. If our bodies are destroyed, our spirits and our minds will be pulled back in and reassigned to another body when it becomes necessary, so perhaps not. We simply exist to serve him, so if our death is part of his design, then who are we to object to that?
So what I'm hearing is you're already ghosts, just possessing beings.
Suppose you could view it that way, yes.
And while you're waiting for a new body, do you have consciousness then?
As part of the hive mind, yes. We can see all that our brothers see and hear.
Doesn't that get loud?
Not particularly. We're quite used to it.
I think I have enough voices in my head without having all of you in there too.
Ah, such a loss.
Well, I think that's most of my questions. Did you have any questions, Aiden?
No, I think you've pretty much pulled all of them out of the proverbial hat.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
I will tell you later.
Well, we're going to go back around that corner where we can pretend that you don't know we're there and talk to our friends about our plan.
Sounds wonderful. You have until the end of today to come with us peacefully. Otherwise, your mettle will be tested as you will be strung through the gauntlets if you wish to reach the Sovereign after that. So, if that is your choice, I suggest you rest well.
Oh, and if you happen to see the boogeyman while we're away, please let me know. Thank you.
And they both just kind of go back to standing straight and looking down the passage as the two of you retreat. Do, 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 do. Boop.
Those two are
So what
really
happened?
creepy, and I loved it.
Of course you did.
Didn't you enjoy it?
Callie, you've known me long enough to know that we are never going to agree on how we exactly view creepy things.
No, I suppose. I feel like the more important question, though, is how do creepy things view you?
Another topic I'd rather not think about. Anyways, they are very much aware that we are here. They are wanting to offer us a chance to talk to the Sovereign directly.
But we have to go naked.
By naked, she means no weapons, no armor, no magical items of any sort,
Which would be a
etc.
problem for you guys.
It won't be a problem for you.
It might make things challenging, but I don't have to use weapons to do what I do.
Yes, me neither. I just look at like my 3 swords. I'm like, I mean, it disables me on physical combat, but not magical combat. Do you see these arms?
As you just see him like flex his like massively ripped arms.
He's like, oh yeah, I have ripped arms now.
Yep. Calliope's the weakest one in the group by a
Like
lot.
Bink was actually expecting like show his little like flimsy flail arms, but he's like,
Oh yeah, I have muscles.
Surprises even himself.
Well, I would say that we could go to Tyr's throne room and disrobe, but considering how Cryo got in there so easily, I'm not even sure that putting our stuff in the throne room would keep it safe.
Yeah, that place isn't as secure as you all think it is.
Of course, the other option is waiting until tomorrow, in which at that point they're going to test us through what they call the gauntlet.
You didn't
Apparently we have-
happen to ask them where they would put our stuff, because we may never see it again.
Oh, I didn't really actually think we were going to entertain that option, so I didn't ask.
Perfect.
Kind of pretty on the mark there with like they like fight.
I did think it was interesting that they both talked about wanting to see us complete the gauntlet, but I just kind of assumed that if we go that route that we're going to start by killing them. But then they kind of explained that even when they're dead, they're not dead because they're always dead, because they're technically just little ghosts inhabiting different bodies, so they'd see everything anyway. Which actually kind of sounds pretty cool if you think about it.
Either way, we're going to be at a disadvantage. I don't see a right option.
It's either we fight all the way to him, or we go into the heart of the place and we still have to fight possibly everything without gear on.
And possibly lose our gear that we do have on. Unless we're allowed to put it all into a bag of holding and then carry the bag of holding with us.
Yeah, if we're not allowed that, then I ain't doing it.
Something tells me that is not what he has in mind.
I'll shout back around the corner. Are we allowed to take a bag of holding with us?
Certainly.
Well, there we go.
Are we allowed to take a bag of holding that is holding all of our weapons and armor inside of it?
Lord.
Why would you say that?
Sometimes you have to ask the obvious questions.
Bink just
Last
smacks
chance.
his face.
Plus, chances are you really don't think they're not going to search us at the door, do you?
You hear back, "No, the bag can go, but your weapons and armor will be confiscated."
Yeah, you do know how bags of holdings work there, Zanzidar, yeah?
considering you have to know what you're looking for when you reach in and start grabbing around.
Oh no, that's only if you don't turn it
why'd you
inside
tell
out.
him that? Eh.
If you turn it inside out, everything falls out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Bink.
Like
Oh
a
my
table.
god! Bink has an idea for one of his equipment. Oh my god!
Writing down new enchantment to put on bag of holding.
No.
Cannot be turned inside out.
It's like those little jelly mold things that are like cylinders and just perpetually stay.
Bink has the most brilliant idea for one of his weapons. At least Bink knows of one way he can sneak at least one of his weapons in. That's it, one of his weapons. The rest, what if we're gonna do it? Oh my god!
Does he share this with the rest of the group? Or no?
No, oh hell no!
Guys,
No,
I have
no,
this
no,
awesome
is Bink,
idea,
no.
but I can't tell you about it.
No. Bink doesn't say this out loud. I'm just saying this as like so you guys know Bink has an idea, but like not in game.
That's so funny. You know, I already lied once today, and yes, it was very helpful, but I am not big on lying again. I think it gave me hives.
But Bink would be up for this. You also, guys, you also realize we would be armorless, so whatever our AC is without our armor, that's what we're gonna have to go in with.
Yep.
Another thing to keep in mind too is you would not get a long rest.
Yep.
We would not get a what?
A long rest. You have until the end of today
Of course.
to go peacefully. So you wouldn't get the time to sleep.
Can we do a short rest?
Probably.
You guys want to do a short rest right now before we do anything?
I don't know that I need one.
Doesn't really affect me either way.
Yeah.
My pet Peter needs the help. That's all. Me and I would say me and Peter need about a little bit of health, and we might as well go in fully healed.
Okay. I mean, you're
Like,
the tank
you know, my-
anyway, so.
I'm the tank. After armor's up, I'm a piece of crap. I got my magic, and that's about it. If they disable my magic, I'm a freaking noodle. I'm literally Bink from level 1. I am useless.
You almost turned into a noodle 2 sessions ago.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll be like that like anytime without my armor or weapons or magic. If I will be literally a gnome. I'll be a gnome.
I do
Bink.
just.
I'll be
wanna,
Bink at the very beginning of the adventure.
I want to go on the record as saying, though, during the Aboleth fight, you were the tank. So, in that specific scenario,
That was even kind of
In
accidental.
that specific scenario.
you drew aggro, you dealt damage. Did
Bink
Zandstar
wants-
contribute to
Bink
the
wants
aggro?
small rest.
Yes.
Everyone up for a short rest.
Yeah.
Everyone. Oh, alrighty. I guess we'll do a short rest really quick. So I'll just be at 100% before we do anything.
That way we can continue debating our options.
Alrighty.
Or you can successfully complete a short rest.
Just gonna literally use the rest of my. Nah, I'm gonna keep one hit die for any scenario. I don't know. Bam. Wow, that was something. And then I'll also roll for Peter. What does he roll? Is that just like for my pet? Do I just do a D8? Or whatever? How many? I don't know how many hit die he has.
It should tell you on his sheet.
Let me see what a Griffin has. What's his hit die? How do you check his hit die?
It should say it on the monster page.
Alright, so you have Peter. So when you pull up Peter in your extras, you see on his hit points where it says 7d10 plus 21.
Yeah.
That means he has 7d10 hit dice.
Oh, that is the hit dice. Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if he's used. I don't think he's used any of that. Yeah, no, he's not used any of that. So I guess I'll just do. So I guess I'll do. God, what's his health at right now? 62. I have 109. Yeah, I'll just use 60-10. Frick it. See what he gets. He got 30.
Oh boy.
It's exactly average.
Alrighty, he's got 30 more health than before. Alrighty.
Yay,
He
Peter.
is looking better. And I'm looking better. And how's everybody else looking?
Full health.
Everyone's at full health. Okay. Oh, yeah, I needed that.
Mhm.
You're the only one who was in the middle of the stuff.
That is actually very true. I was the only one that was in the middle of the fish. Okay, do I have any regular heals? I don't think so. Yeah, no, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna continue. I'm fine with the health I got already. I am all ready to go if everyone else is ready to strip down and give them everything.
I thought Bink was against that.
Yeah. What?
Just
Yeah.
tallying up votes so far, I think Zan was the only one currently willing to strip down.
Calliope.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, that's just Calliope. Oh, okay, bet. Let's kill him.
Love that.
He was like halfway stripping. He's like, "Oh wait, we all voted for kill. Okay, yeah, I gotta do it."
Question, GM.
Mhm.
In the last 3 sessions that I have not been here, has the party gone through a long rest?
We have had
No.
one, I believe. Well, you
No.
rested before you
No.
fought the aboleths, but you have not rested since.
Yeah.
Though I think you should be. Aiden should
Wait,
be at
when
like.
was the last time he was here? Was it when I jumped out of the
Before-
building? Wait, no, it was before. Why am I
right
saying
before
building?
the Aboleth fight.
Right, when we were talking to the dragon, the Elder Brain Dragon.
And he wasn't here for the fish. Okay, it was when the fish were approaching, and then he wasn't here, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that was a hell of a fight for Bink at least.
Yes, I don't think Aiden would have expended anything because you rested right before that fight. So
I'm more so asked because if we've had a long rest, then theoretically I would have time to mess around with my dragon mark spells.
Mm.
gotcha. Then yeah, in that case, no. You have not rested since you woke up and prepped for the Elder Brain Dragon and the aboleths.
Mhm.
Should have even known with what spells I currently have active.
Well, I guess we could technically fight them. It's just Kelly made it seem like it doesn't matter one way or another. And we're gonna have to go through the gauntlet anyway.
No, I think if we walk with them now, that we don't have to do the gauntlet. It's just that if we do the gauntlet, I figured we were going to kill them if we chose
Keyword,
to fight our way through.
He's gonna be saying that a lot.
Did they happen to say whether they'd be standing guard at the door 24 hours from now?
I got the impression that somebody would be there. Whether it would be these two or not, I don't know that we could tell.
So, we kill them, take a long rest, kill the other two standing there next time, and then go through the gauntlet? Is that what you're proposing?
That sounds like a lot of work.
Great.
Okay, today's gonna be a lot of work. We're gonna have to do something.
I
I'm
just
just
didn't
figuring.
foresee a scenario where we were like, yes, we will do your gauntlet. Let us just walk by these two mind flayers into this loser above table. If we choose to fight our way through, why would we leave these two alive? Not a matter
Right.
of
Exactly. We just kill him.
I'm saying if we leave them alive, at least for 12 hours, take a long rest, then we can kill them.
Yeah.
And then we won't have to deal with replacement guards.
Oh yeah. No, I mean she's not talking about like killing them right now. Just killing them.
Oh.
Yeah. When we go to start the gauntlet, we probably won't leave witnesses.
Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No witnesses. Yeah, I'm for that.
And she was just confused because they were very
Total
excited to
annihilation.
watch the gauntlet, and she was going, but we're probably going to kill you anyway
Right.
as we start the gauntlet, so how would you watch? And they're like, joke's on you. We see everything. And she's like, that's
Joke's on
dope as
you.
fuck.
Just jokes on you.
So, then, ideally, we're just spending the rest of our day preparing for this gauntlet.
Calliope is going to grab Aiden's arm and walk back around the corner.
Oh my god.
Us again.
Yes.
If we were to choose the gauntlet, can you give us a hint as to what it involves?
Well, I'll certainly be trying. You'll have to discover who's friend or foe, and, well, it's pretty simple, really. Just have to fight your way to the Sovereign. Though, getting there would probably be not too hard for your group, but fighting the Sovereign, on the other hand, well, I suggest you hear him out first. I think he's much above your capabilities at the moment.
So if we do the gauntlet, we can still choose to just talk to the Sovereign. We just get to do so with our armor on.
Certainly, the gauntlet is simply a way to test your mettle. If you're too cowardice to meet him.
But back to my first question. Can we get a hint as to what the gauntlet is like? What do we have to do?
Merely live. And deal with the choices that you make while you're there.
Does that make any sense to you, Aiden?
It sounds as though the challenges involved will be more mentally strenuous than physical.
Have others done the gauntlet?
No, it was simply prepared for your group.
No.
Nobody else is brave to take on the Sovereign, ever.
To be fair, I don't think a lot of people knew who he was except us and that other dragon guy. It's kind of hard to take on somebody if you don't know who they are. Alright, that's all. Thank you.
That's all. Thank you. Oh my god.
So if we want to do the gauntlet, it sounds like it's going to be messing with our heads.
Big just points at his head again. As you just see the little marks on his head from it trying to eat his head.
Yeah. Like that.
Why? Why do you do this to me?
You brought it up.
What do you guys want to do? Because I'm not answering this first. Aiden, what do you think? See, even he's speechless. Stan, what about you?
Oh no.
He's also speechless. See what I mean?
Well,
I can't even say a
not
single word.
exactly.
See, I don't even hear nothing. He just like motions his hands and I don't even say anything.
Aiden's just holding up a hand menacingly.
Nah, you can continue though.
So they said that we're not strong enough to fight the Sovereign.
Mhm.
How many of you choose to believe that?
A lot of our past foes said the exact same thing. And look how they fared.
True.
It's hard to say when we don't know that much about who the Sovereign is. Though it's also Intimidation 101, even I know that. Ooh, you can't get me.
And if they're a hive mind, what's keeping the Sovereign from talking to us through them? Like, why would we need to go see the Sovereign anyway?
You want to go ask him? I'll go with you if you're scared.
I suppose
Alright, come on.
this is just a lot of back and forth.
Do you
I
want to come
mean-
this time, Aiden?
Maybe we just invite them to this huddle.
Right.
Like,
No, this is more fun.
Alright, excuse me.
Yes?
You say you're a hive mind, that you're connected to the Sovereign.
Yes.
So, his thoughts are your thoughts.
Only those he wishes us to see.
So why would we need to go essentially into the same chamber as him if you guys have the same thoughts as the Sovereign? Why can't we just talk here? Especially if we're going through this gauntlet just to talk.
Well, there's so much more you can glean from seeing somebody in person. And he has quite a few things he's working on, so he's quite busy. And you must also understand that from the Sovereign's point of view, you are worthless. You are nothing to him. He owes you nothing, so if you want to speak with him, you need to come and be an audience.
He's giving us an awful lot of attention for something that's not important to him.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, he's certainly influenced by those around him, unfortunately, but
If you're a hive mind, doesn't that mean you can just see through your eyes and just talk through you?
Look how Pink is standing behind the
Right.
corner and shouting this out.
You know, I say this around the corner.
in a sense, little one, but he has higher priorities than you. I mean, think about it. Does the cat send a letter to the mouse it's going to kill? Or does it just wait for it to wander close enough?
That would make a great story,
That
actually.
sounds like a death threat.
Well, from what I can see, he hasn't essentially tried to kill us anyway. I mean, you say we attacked one of your comrades, but that isn't quite the truth from what I hear from our gnome.
They just stand passively.
Can the Sovereign move from where he's at?
Certainly, should he wish it.
So what's to stop us from, say, killing everyone attached to the Sovereign and ignoring him to make him come to us?
Well, you're certainly welcome to, but he'll just make more of us. Which I really don't think you want. Do you understand how we're made, Dragonborn?
Not particularly.
All those poor villagers that went to that war in the south. There were certainly more of them that were making the trip home than what actually arrived. Does that give you a clue?
This sword is spicy.
So, the more of us you kill, the more you'll lose.
Do you remember who you were before?
Some of us.
But do you two?
It's hard to say. When your mind is a hive mind like this, all of your memories are collected, so I might remember my past, but it might not be mine. It could have been someone else's, but I remember it as mine. So it's hard to say whose memories are whose, other than we have some of life's past.
Different question. We are now searching for 2 artifacts that were taken by Cryo. Do you happen to know where they're at?
Oh, that wonderful lapdog of Tiamat. Why, of course. They're with the Sovereign,
In his chamber.
as far as we know.
You could have just said that and given me a better reason as to why I should go down there.
Well, how are we to know that you want the artifact for your own use? Most of those thoughts and most of the information behind those particular items are blocked from us, so we cannot guess your every intention.
And say we were to get those, then we're not, say, a worm beneath the Sovereign's feet.
Well, I think that would certainly put you up on his priority list. Perhaps that's why you're there to begin with. Who can say? We only know so much about you, only that which the Sovereign allows us.
Above table, is there anything else you guys want to ask?
No, nothing else.
You mean you don't
Yeah.
want to keep going back and forth?
No.
No. It's all good. I'm good.
I don't think I have any more questions for these two. At least no
Or
serious
else we're
ones.
just gonna keep asking questions with them, hinting us at riddles.
I'm trying to. Well, I guess. Can't really say that above table. Zane will walk away at this point. No politeness, just turning around. And as far as Zane knows, I think he knows that Lalia still has One Piece, right?
Yep.
Somebody say One Piece.
Of the
Right.
artifact.
I suppose, because he doesn't know who else knows about that, he'll pull Lalia aside. Lalia, do we let these things know that we have the other piece of the artifact?
You want to let the mind flayers know that we got the last piece of their puzzle with us? That sounds like a
Well-
really terrible idea.
It. Oh, okay. I missed that thing. It seems like they're not paying much attention to us currently. And if we can get the attention of the Sovereign, maybe, for a lack of a better word, piss them off, we can draw out him out of his hiding hole, or not have to go through this trial prove ourselves worthy.
You think we can make ourselves important enough to draw him out, huh?
No, I mean, this is why I'm pulling you aside to get your input. Like, my ego, for lack of a better term, is we should be respected more than we are. And if we can throw them off balance, then maybe we'll have the upper hand. Because anyway I see this going, we're fighting at a disadvantage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't like it at all.
But I agree with you, it's pretty reckless to let him know we have the last puzzle piece.
Especially when we have yet to find a safe spot to store it should something go haywire and we need to protect it more than I can. Clearly not even Tyr's throne room is good enough.
Well, the only other person I could see maybe protecting it would be back in Lelion.
Who would protect it in Lelion?
What's her face? The shopkeeper?
Neddy?
Nettie.
Eddie?
She seems pretty powerful.
Yeah, and Scatterbrained.
She seems old.
Think you gotta stop eavesdropping.
Rolling to see if Nettie accidentally sells the
Okay.
artifact.
Right.
Pops his head back.
I mean, from what I hear, she fought several demons. And even when we decided, thought about challenging her, she was like, "Oh, you don't want to do that." But these things can read minds, so who's to say they don't already know? And that's why he wants us to go in there without our equipment on.
True.
Or beaten down.
I also try really hard not to think about it so that it's not in my mind, but I don't actually know how well that works because I don't know how this stuff works at all. I'm not opposed to trying to come up with something that we could use to draw him out, as you say, but I don't want to use this particular pawn.
Okay.
It's too precious.
Alright. I guess we'll probably have to go through the gauntlet then. Because there's just not enough time.
Should be fun. Said no one ever.
what time of day?
It's hard to tell down here in the sewers, but you're pretty well into the day. You guys did a lot of walking around, a lot of exploring, a lot of talking today with the Elder Brain Dragon and doing all the arena stuff. So it's getting on. It's close. It's evening time for sure.
So, are we in agreement then? We're gonna take a long rest and go through the gauntlet.
Yes.
I'm down for that.
Yep.
Bink, do you have your mansion?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Let's throw that up if you want. I mean, unless you want to sleep in the stinky sewers.
Nope, I already put it up and already inside before I even complete the sentence.
You got it. Alright, so you throw up your mansion door and you all step in. Is there anything you'd like to accomplish before you achieve your long rest?
During dinner. So, the Sovereign technically has not attacked us at all. Since we've been down here in the sewers. I mean, they said you attacked their agent, Bink, but from what I remember, you just said hello, and then that person attacked you.
Yep.
Or thing. And if we assume that everybody who's looking for us above ground is a Sovereign agent, but he's willing to ignore us below ground, it makes me wonder what would happen to us if we went above ground. Like, would we be arrested? Or is he just choosing to ignore us now?
I think it probably depends on how much of an audience with us he wants.
Just things that rattle on my brain as we talk. Things that don't make sense, I guess.
Like, why we're not being pursued down here, but we would be if we were above ground?
Yep.
For the record, Chris is smiling and dancing. I don't know if that answers your question.
You could go
My
upstairs and find out.
I know, right?
You see him get up in stream and just try to do a little giddy dance. Oh god, that's not a good sign. Or maybe it is. I don't know.
I mean, I think the party has already chosen a form of action, but if Zan was on his own, he would definitely go up above ground in Neverwinter and walk around just for the fun of it.
Oh my god.
I mean, we've got time if you want to.
Considering we're about to go into a gauntlet that we don't know what would
Zero information
happen, I think shopping would be a good thing.
Yeah.
on. Pink needs potions.
Yeah, potions. Specifically, like potion of psychic resistance, potion of fortitude.
Yeah, just any good potion. Any potion that's available, that's good. Obviously, nothing that's poison, but you know, any good potion.
And before the Sovereign roofies us and then get taken down there anyway.
Bro. Why?
Like I said, overthinking. Aiden, where are you at with Bommy not talking to you?
I'm pretty sure it hasn't been a week since we've left the Hells, has it?
Been like maybe 5-6 days, maybe.
Yeah, you're getting close.
This has been the longest week ever.
Right.
Muhammad said a week, and I'm fairly certain that a week has not yet passed.
Hmm. Pink, do you know if this counts as us still being in Neverwinter? I mean, we're more or less in a pocket dimension, right?
Basically, no, we're not in Neverwinter, no.
So communication should be up for us.
In what way?
Well, you don't talk
As
to
in-
gods.
As in speaking to others out of Neverwinter.
I mean, we should be good. We've never tried it, so we can try.
Well,
I
Can't
think.
guarantee
Sam's
anything.
gonna get up from the dinner table with that notion and go to his room and at least try and probably pray to Polychronos, see if he can get any more clarity as to what Polly was trying to say.
So I think what Michaela was about to point out is the last time you were in here, so the last time you guys rested, she did reach out to
Scarlet, I think.
Scarlet, and you were able to contact him.
Mhm.
Awesome.
But yeah, you can go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Damn dice.
Oh man.
So you
Oh boy.
you begin to focus and you begin to reach out, trying to make some sort of connection, but you're having a tough time. Whether you're not used to it or it's just hard to make a connection with a god that doesn't have a lot of power right now, you're not really feeling heard or seen in this moment.
I think out of sheer anger, he's going to try and contact Bahamut.
Okay. That'd be a new religion check.
Yep. Okay, he's just getting up from the bed, and he's like slamming the door and walking back to the dinner table. Sits back down. So much for that.
You alright there?
Didn't help at all.
You good?
Well, they're both busy, I guess. Stupid gods. Anytime I don't want to be contacted, Tiamat's in my freaking ear, but Balmy and Polychronos can't reach them.
So what? So assuming we survive this gauntlet, really assuming we approach this gauntlet as expected, are we going to hear the Sovereign out on the other side?
Depending on what he says, I'm willing to listen. But
How about Zan?
only after he frees his control on Callie's grandpa,
Mm-hmm.
since that's what we're here for. And I suppose he could cough up the location of, what was it, Has? Or whatever his name was.
Which one? There are so many what's his faces right now. Ebb.
No, Ebd is the dragon, right?
Yeah.
I was talking about the guy you're hunting in the Zenring.
Oh, heck.
Yeah. Heck.
Oh, heck. I
Has
keep
is.
thinking has been.
Yes. No, this is Hecken.
No.
Hecken asshole. Yeah, has been a mind flayer already.
Mm.
Yeah, no, if I see him, he's dead. I don't really care what part of the gauntlet we're in. It's on sight at this point.
In before this gauntlet tricks us, and you think every one of the party members is Has. But that would be some character building development for you, Lalia. I mean, you murder all the party members, and then on your own again.
She looks a little
'Cause-
green.
This thing plays tricks on you.
Yes, perhaps we should try to come up with some kind of system for identifying each other. If this thing's going to be playing mind games.
That'd be a good idea.
Like, maybe we all think of something that only the rest of us should know about each other. That,
Yeah, but if they can read our minds, then we're kind of screwed.
yeah, that's true. It's worth a shot, though.
Maybe we should all put on our ring of protection.
Mind shielding?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that.
That's true. Perhaps that'd be a good call.
I just gotta figure out what I want to take off.
Okay, Bink is gonna take off. Do.
Above table. I don't think Calliope has one.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
And before Callie kills the whole party. That would be funny.
Yeah. Yep, nope. I don't think Calliope ever got a ring of protection.
New
ring
exhibit,
of-
the party members that I killed.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
It's a very special area of the museum. Where is
Guess I'm taking off the boots of speed. Although, come to think of it, I don't think any of us have experienced this sovereign's power. Even though Bink was mind controlled and almost forced him to drown himself. I think that was more of the Elder Dragon brain.
Look, we just gotta be careful when we do this. One false move and we're dead. I really don't want any of us to experience any of you guys. Okay, I've already been through it. I don't want any of you guys to experience it. It's horrible.
Well, I think at least all our souls will be in our rings if we do die.
Except mine.
Yeah. You imagine though, if we all four die, and then someone picks up all four rings, and then makes a homunculus, and we're all four in there together.
Why would there be a homunculus situation? What?
We could all be reincarnated into Bink's clone.
That sounds horrible.
Bink just walked away and he's just gonna do the gauntlet now.
Yeah, so are we not taking the long rest before we do the thing? Are we?
Oh, I forgot. We did not even do a long rest. I thought we did.
Bink
Yeah,
turns
Bink
back
is just gonna
around.
go-
Bink
Bink's just
turns
gonna.
back.
Oh yeah, we're in the mansion. I keep forgetting because we're having this conversation. I thought we were outside. Bink's just gonna go to his. He's gonna spawn a little floating bed and he's just gonna lay on it and pass out.
Alright.
It's been a long day for Bink.
Do the long rest then.
Anybody else want to go through anything before you sleep it off?
Lalia did unattune her animated shield, and she will request that Zydan turn into a warhammer.
Cool.
And she
I'm
did
sorry, what now?
tune her ring of mind shielding.
Zan's turning into a what now?
Zydan.
Oh.
Did I say Zan? I might have said Zan. Oh.
No, you said Zydan.
No, you said Zydan.
Yeah.
It just started with a Z, and there's not many characters that start with a Z.
Right. So yes, Zydan is a little smaller for tomorrow, but that way Lalia can
Keep
still carry
forgetting you
her
have a
shield.
mimic.
Zane will just keep coming up with horror stories until everybody leaves the dinner table, and then he'll go to bed.
Oh, if you're actually telling horror stories, then Calliope's never leaving.
How is Mr. Mimic Boy
You
doing?
done fucked up now.
Zydan's doing pretty good. He's looking healthy.
He has been like nothing's happened to him. Like he's immune. He's immune to like mind tricks apparently.
He's a legendary god weapon. I think he's all right.
Okay.
He's a familiar legendary god weapon. Living his best life, man.
Free food, killing enemies. Oh, I'm living the life.
Alright. Anybody else?
No.
I'm just gonna be changing Dragonmark's bills.
Alright. Well, then let's take like a 5-minute pee break here while you guys click long rest and get your stuff set up. And then we'll come back and jump into the next day.
Okay.
So take just a couple minutes here and we'll be right back. jumping back in, you guys have taken get some time to discuss your options, discuss your plans. A few of you have reattuned, re-equipped, picked some spells, and you have successfully completed a long rest. So, for my own sake, who has attuned the Ring of Mind Shielding?
I've already been attuned.
So Zan put one on. Aiden, you said, was already attuned.
Correct.
Lalia has hers on.
Just
Calliope.
have to open the cap.
Yeah, Calliope does not have one. So, for better or worse.
And
It's fine. They look in there. They might be scared.
Yeah, right.
Right. And what about Bink?
They might be frightened.
Yeah, I have it attuned.
All right. Awesome sauce. Not that information may or may not be useful, but I have it now. I will not tell you if that was worthwhile. All good. All right. Awesome. So as you guys
What's
have...
making this more dramatic is that it's pouring outside my window right now. It is. I just hear the rain just like smacking. I mean, like it is smacking against my window right now. It's getting heavier as I speak.
Oh boy. That's a perfect setting for walking into a sewer dungeon.
Actually getting a little scary now, so let's continue.
As you guys step out of the portal, you hear rainfall and thunder. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh god, no.
Alright. But the day is yours. You have all successfully long rested. Are you stepping back into the sewers?
Yep.
Cool.
Let's do it.
As you guys make your way back out of the portal, back into this area, you turn the corner and see it is empty. Though you do see writing.
Oh, that's that.
You do see some writing on the wall. The wall that you know to be illusory. And this is writing similar to what you saw outside of Ebb's chamber. It's not in a language or any sort of symbolism that you know. You have no clue what this writing is or how to replicate it, but you know what it says. It says there are 2 keys to find the Sovereign. The first is held by one of his children. The second can only be accessed with the first and is held by one who will test your strength in the temple.
Well, lucky we can read it, and it just doesn't say, out to lunch, be back soon.
And then also beneath it says, not all that you will find below are my children. We'll test your resolve. And your knowledge to find the one that holds the key. The first key, sorry.
Okay, simple enough. Is the barrier still there?
Nope.
I guess I need to walk up and try and push the door open.
As you try to push the door, you find there is no door. Your hand just goes through the wall.
Step through the wall then.
Cool. As you step through the wall, you step into this chamber.
Oh, snap.
As you enter this chamber, you see that there is just this, like, odd statue. I used a bunch of tree branches to kind of represent it, but what you actually see is almost like molded or melded stonework, what appears to be a brain that is upside down on the ground, and all of the little tree branches that you see on the screen are the is the nervous system coming out of the brain and sprouting up to look like a tree. And on either side of that, you see a door. So 2 doors, and as you guys step into the room, both of them swing open, and you see just darkness behind them.
Well, this is not creepy at all.
No. The tree thing is stone.
Yep.
Zane's gonna walk up to it, smack it with his staff.
Okay. You hear a resounding slap as your staff meets stonework, and it rings around the chamber a little bit.
Well, now we know that wasn't it.
That wasn't what?
Just bigger statue to some type of god entity sort of being. Demolish it first, and then if it's not that, it's not that.
You were going to try to demolish it with the staff.
Yep.
Fascinating.
It's my weapon. I don't have a warhammer like some people.
Hey, my warhammer is alive. I'm not throwing him at stone for no reason.
I'm just saying the key could be in there.
He's gonna chip a tooth.
Yeah.
Pretty sure his acid dissolves stone, Malia.
You want me to ask Zydan to throw up on the statue?
No.
I
you
just
sure?
had breakfast, bro.
Yeah, you want him to ruin his breakfast, bro?
It sounds weird when you say bro.
Why? What do you mean?
Never heard you say bro before, so that's an interesting word coming from you.
Would you prefer I called you sis or something?
That's even worse.
Alright. Well, I don't really have time to come up with a nickname for you right now, so we will talk about this later.
Anyway, which way we going?
Anyway.
Anyway.
The banter between 80 and Malia continues. Malia, did you say bro? The fuck did you just call me? Who are you?
Kelly, you're
Considering
into
both-
all this creepy crap. Which way do you think we should go?
How sturdy
Probably
is
should
this
so.
statue? Like, it's stone, right?
Yeah, It's stone. You kind of pull on it. It seems pretty sturdy.
Well, while Aiden and Lalia were talking, Calliope climbed on top of it.
Huh? You're on top of it.
Calliope.
What?
What are you doing up there?
Becoming one with the brain.
I don't know if that's exactly. I don't even. What? Okay. how do you becoming one with the brain, Calliope?
I'm just pulling your leg. I was just climbing. You know, that fun thing people do sometimes?
What? Pulling legs?
Climbing.
There doesn't happen to be a key up there somewhere.
Is there a key up here?
No.
No, there's no key. But I think I can see the amygdala. Or whatever
Isn't that
part of the
thing
brain.
that hangs in the back of your throat?
No, that's a uvula.
Oh.
Watch your language.
Oh my god.
Good lord, you don't even know your anatomy. You really are going backwards. You've gone from road to even knowing your own anatomy.
I had to skip a lot of school, okay?
Hmm.
Jennifer was teaching
need-
me.
Oh, well. Well, there you have it, I suppose.
Wow.
That is not meant to be a joke. That was like, oh, okay. Well, she's getting her education from somewhere now. Well,
Well, that's why.
Oh no. So we
All right, let's go right because
I was
it's
gonna
right.
say, yes, 2 possible passages.
both of them are just pitch black.
Yep.
Don't matter.
To be contrary, no. We can definitely go to the right. That's fine.
And we split the party.
God damn it.
It worked. Oh wait. All right. So you begin to head towards the right door. As you approach it, you can't see anything, though you hear your footsteps echoing into whatever is beyond it. Is somebody stepping through?
Ooh.
I will.
Okay. Zan, as you step in, the rest of you watch as Zan disappears. Though
Oh.
many of you have quick eyes, you recognize that it wasn't magic. He just fell.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh.
Zan, as you step into this space, you feel your feet connect with the ground underneath of you. But it is sloped so severely that you cannot stand, and you immediately begin to descend, sliding down this passageway that seems to be extremely smooth. And you are just gone.
Bank.
Can we
You know,
hear
like,
him?
Peek over.
You hear him for a split second, but he is jetting down this passage.
Can you see? I'm pretty sure you guys dark vision, right? Dragonborn.
He
Yeah.
can see. It's basically a tunnel. It's like, I guess the easiest way to put this would be like, have you ever been on one of those water slides that's a
Mhm.
tube?
Oh, God.
And there's really no light, but you understand what's going on? That's where Zanzidar is. He just doesn't have an inner tube.
Mm. And you better hope there's water at the bottom, huh?
What are the dimensions of the water slide?
It's about 5 feet by 5 feet ish. It's pretty cramped. You can see the bottom that you're kind of sliding on is nice and smooth and doesn't seem to have anything like in the way to hurt you. But the ceiling and the walls are not carved out very well. So there's jutting rocks
They're
and
ridges.
things. Hmm?
They're ridges, then.
Yeah. But you're not taking damage, and it's a straight shot right now. And you're just zooming.
Oh, God, this is gonna fucking suck.
Oh no.
God damn, this is gonna fucking suck.
Can I pull out my wings?
Sure.
just in case.
So you have them at the ready.
Well, that was so sad of Zan. Where are we going? Rip. No. After a couple beats, I think Calliope gets a really goofy grin on her face. Takes about 2-3 steps back from the entrance, and then like running leaps into the water slide position.
You guys watch as Callie just darts between you. With her agility and mobility, there's probably nothing you could do as you watch
Disengage.
her. Just what? Just arms out,
Well,
head
leg,
first.
leg first.
Oh, legs first.
But like, basically coffin pose, right? Legs crossed, arms crossed.
You hear just a small thud as her body meets with the ground, and you watch as she as well just disappears.
As she descends, she's humming a song she knows about the boogeyman.
Leaving Aiden, Bink, and Peter at the top. Oh,
And
and
Lalia.
Lalia.
Ay. Great. Sliding in pitch black darkness.
What could go wrong?
No. Fucking everything.
I know everything.
Well, you can at least see, right?
If I stick just my head through and don't actually walk through, can I see in there?
Do you have some dark vision?
I do have some dark vision.
As
I just
far-
wasn't sure if it was like Zan's eyes of the devil or whatever.
No, as far as your dark vision can see, you can see a slide.
Okay.
I think we gave Aiden goggles.
That's right.
too.
Aiden does have goggles of night.
Yeah, that's right. It's gonna.
And I can see in the dark.
You know, there's one of those things where is it actually better to be able to see? I don't know.
I mean, it's a slide. Unless you want to slam face first into a wall, going at terminal velocity.
Do I want to do this? Do I want to use a spell already? Is the question.
I'm curious. Can I hold Shocking Grasp? Just as like a light,
Oh.
since it's only a cantrip.
That's fine.
Chidori!
I was gonna say it would expend the
My
spell
God.
slot if you were holding it for too long, but it's a cantrip, so yeah, that's fine.
Or is it that you're casting it over and over again?
I don't know. Something like that.
So all of a sudden Zanzidar looks like a Minecraft car or something with
Yes.
sparks coming off the wheels.
Putting his goggles on.
Oh, that is actually
I'm
true. That
Ready.
Calliope has her helm on, so she's a glowing beacon as she's going down here.
Yeah.
Depending on how many curves there are, you might still be able
And
to
then
see
it's like
it.
I find that funny because it's probably like a fucking pinball machine there.
Right.
With jagged sides? Yikes.
Uh-huh. Well, who's next? Over the sending stone, Lalia will say, Zan, have you hit bottom? Because it's been like a minute or two now.
Oh, it sure has, and he has not.
Son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna hop on Peter and just like go in.
Cool.
Does Peter have a version?
So Bink and Peter are the next ones. Peter has a tough time fitting, but he's able to. And you guys step in, and you as well begin to just slide. Leaving Aiden and Lalia.
This is a terrible idea.
Yes, and what else is new?
That's true.
I have not hit the bottom yet.
I suppose that means if I were to try to walk down, you might not see me for days.
On the bright side, it's not stairs.
I
It's
knew
not
one of you
stairs.
was gonna bring that up. Alright. Do you want to boulder parchment shears or who's going first?
Screw it, and he's just gonna make sure his goggles are strapped on. And fucking going for a slip and slide. Kind of goes in butt first on the ground. Actually, no, he's wearing full armor. That's just gonna get hot. I guess we're surfing it.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's gonna have some hot buns. Slide on his butt.
You got it.
I'm gonna be a little moving tank. Okay, that's gonna suck. Nobody be in my way by the time I get down there.
Well, you do so, and you feel, as you kind of tip over the edge and begin to slide, you feel yourself just rocketing down.
It just takes one inadvertent pebble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Zan's up there at the front making explosions with his cantrip. No. Alright, Lalia will say a little prayer to scare it. And a little, I don't know, look at me, Artie. And we'll follow after.
All right. And you do so. And you as well begin to plummet. As you guys are sliding down this shaft, a few things that you notice, as all of you now have dark vision, you see what Zan saw. And because the heavier of the two of you are in the back, you have a much higher terminal velocity.
Yeah.
You eventually all get grouped up because you would eventually catch up to those in front of you moving faster. And so you guys are all kind of in a line, in a bundle, being pushed down this path. Another thing you realize very quickly is that the floor is virtually frictionless.
Oh,
So there is no heat.
good.
There's no heat being generated. There's
Okay.
no wear happening to the things that are touching. But you very quickly have to find yourself focusing inward. And this is where I would normally ask for a Constitution saving throw, but the DC is 15, so I think you all are fine, with Lalia being this close. It was just a
I'm
matter
right
if
there.
anybody went by themselves. But it starts to wear on your mind as you're sliding for an hour, for a second hour, for a third hour, in what feels like your fourth or fifth hour of sliding. You begin to feel warm air pushing against you from ahead as your descent begins to slow. And you find yourselves nearly coming to a stop before reaching a level off point at the bottom. There's no damage taken, but you all certainly bump into each other right at the end. Just fast enough that it's uncomfortable and a little awkward.
Y'all are getting taken out like bowling pins.
But standing up and stretching after having been in that position for so long, cramped, going down this slide, we get to go to our next map.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. We're in a demi-plane. Got it.
Yep.
Well, I hope we chose the right direction, since none of you decided to go down the other tunnel.
So you're a real long way back.
You all find yourself in this open, almost cave-like area. It has a very high ceiling in the area that you're at. But it's very open, and you see these glowing green mosses and these purple vines and just these like underdark type vegetation that is giving off light in the area, enough for you all to see naturally. And you just see this path before you, this cave-like path ahead.
Well, guess that's where we are going.
Oh, and looking back behind you, you can see the slide that you came out of is matched by another slide.
Oh yes, I was going to ask if there was another entrance.
Yes, but that slide seems to have some rocks at the bottom.
Ah.
And might not have been as safe as the side you did pick.
Right is right.
Left is wrong.
You'd have gotten there, but you might have had some more saves.
Well, Zanzadar, you've steered us so well so far. You want to continue leading?
Sure. Although, it only seems like we can go one direction.
Then you're even a higher chance of success.
I suppose so. I'm gonna, like, basically hover 10 feet off the ground and start flying forward.
You got it.
Show off.
As you all begin to make your way through. It does seem, there's some ups and some downs. There's some crags that seem to have passageways or small inclines or declines that allow you to go down. And it doesn't look like this path is traveled super often. There's definitely some footprints. There's some wear and tear of some paths that have been, you can assume, recently made. But following the route, you eventually come to this roundabout that was not really intended for anything other than it was fun to make. You eventually come to a spot where it opens up a little bit, and you see before you a bridge. A little worse for wear. It looks like there's quite a bit remissing. It's in a bit of disrepair. But you can see that there is this underground bridge, and off of either side it just falls off into this dark expanse.
Does it look like the tracks or what we have seen are headed that way?
Yep. Yeah, what bit of path there is seems to head through and down this bridge.
Okay. We'll track that way then.
Wonderful.
And there's been no animals, no wildlife, nothing like that.
Nope, nothing so far. So, let me find what I had here. Okay. So as you guys begin to approach what you can see is like the end of this bridge, you start to catch some more glimpses. It's not quite this bright down here, but I didn't want to mess with it too much. I wanted you guys to be able to see as players. You can begin to see what appear to be buildings and houses, and you can make out shapes wandering and walking. It almost looks like an inhabited underground village. As you get a little bit closer to the end of the bridge, you can see currently standing, unwavering, unmoving, are two forms.
Oh.
Not hidden, not covered in illusion, but two mind flayers standing, looking down towards you at the end of the bridge. And behind them, you
Well-
can see various, what appear to be humans, almost look like regular villagers.
Taking a lunch break?
They just stare.
I'm not sure these are the same guys that we talked to before.
It would be hard to tell.
Eh.
I'll say one thing. Everybody make a perception check for me. Let's see if anybody can grab this off the bat.
25.
Hell yeah.
Some
Yeah.
pretty good
In the
ones. Good
20s.
lord.
Look at us.
Wow.
Alright, so Zanzidar, Bank, and definitely Aiden. Callie and Lalia, you don't quite... Well, I guess Callie would get it. Lalia, you're a little distracted at the moment. But most of you see something. These two mind flayers ahead of you do not appear to have the golden circlets on their head.
Mm.
But you do see some of the humans or more humanoid figures moving around behind them do have some circlets.
Okay. Well. Guess I'll fly forward a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
They both just stand at attention, staring down the bridge towards you all.
Mind flayers always have pupils, right?
As far as I know, I believe so.
Are their eyes following me, or are they just like?
As
looking?
far as you can
They're
tell, they
not.
seem to be, yeah.
Okay. Hey, Callie, you want to try talking to these things?
I mean, if you want me to.
Well, you're the only one who's not wearing a ring.
Oh.
I'm just thinking it might be interfering.
Calliope will step up towards where Zanzidar is.
Mhm.
Hello.
Wrong person.
How are you?
You get no response. They just kind of watch and stare.
I'm going to think at them.
Okay.
Do you know the boogeyman?
You get no immediate response. Are the rest of you inching forward, or are you all staying back here?
I guess we're itching.
You don't have to.
He's just gonna walk and keep on walking.
I'll move you guys up a little bit here.
And he's
Alright.
just gonna continue on walking.
I'm getting there. So as you guys,
No, sorry.
the two of you went a little more forward than everybody else, and the rest of you are kind of approaching cautiously at the moment. And Callie, you begin to think this, and you don't get a response. And a couple of moments go by, and you see the two mind flayers at the end of the bridge just turn. And as they do, you watch as two of the villagers behind them turn. And you see the villagers begin to step forward. And you watch them begin to clutch their heads. and like shaking and beginning to scream. You see them look up at you now, the two villagers, and just begin shouting, "Help! Help! Help! Save! Get us out!" And they begin to rush towards you, moving past the mind flayers quickly and almost like reaching out to you. Help!
Insight check.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Insight.
Bink's gonna see if what they're
Well,
saying is
that's
true. If they
better
truly
than
need
what
help.
I was gonna
Sandstar!
Oh my god.
do.
Fireball!
Yeah.
Fireball, I'm about to freaking synaptic static their asses.
Wow, did we? Oh, look at me twinning.
All right,
That's
so
And also insight check and see if what
Yeah.
they're saying is true. Alright. Oh, well, no, that's a no for me.
Bink, they're kind of hard to read. You're a little bit back here still, and you're not quite grasping the situation. Aiden, they're certainly yelling. They're certainly doing their best to seem distressed, but something's off. Callie and Lalia, you're not sure. It's weird. It seems like what they're saying is real, but they don't seem to be. There's definitely something here. There's something wrong with what's happening with these two villagers.
Well, obviously.
You're definitely picking up that there's some sort of ploy here.
I think this is a trap. Well, they will say to the
all
group.
you gotta say. Scorching ray.
Jeez Louise.
On.
One bolt at each of the villagers and one headed towards the mind flayer.
Alright, which mind flayer? The one on the right or the left?
Right's right, so we're gonna go right.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Villager 1.
Logic, right, so we're gonna go
36.
right.
That definitely hits.
Good lord.
8 fire damage. Villager 2. 34.
That'll hit.
Bink gives his stamp
Or
of
fire
approval
damage.
for this action.
That'll hit.
And Mind Flayer 22.
That'll hit.
8 fire damage.
So, as you throw out this scorching ray, Zan, this is what happens. First, I want you to tell me, as you watch your scorching ray connect with the mind flayer in the back, I want you to tell me how you want to do this. As they fall.
The mind flayer or the villager?
The mind flayer.
The mind flayer, okay.
Basically, I'm going to smack him in what would say the foot, and then it's going to basically ricochet from his foot right through the top of his head. So from chin to forehead up.
Oh boy, nice. Cool. So, now I will paint for you the rest of the scene. As you shoot out these scorching rays and you hit, as it collides with the two villagers, you watch as their images fade. And these two villagers are actually, in fact, mind flayers who are rushing towards you. And as your third bolt connects with the mind flayer in the back, its facade vanishes. And you see that you have murdered a villager.
That's what I thought.
Oh, shit.
I'd like you all to roll initiative, please.
Ah.
Come on.
Even the initiative
Damn
roll.
dice.
Okay, I take that back with what you just rolled.
Well, makes sense. I was the first to go and smack him first.
Oh wow.
All right. So we got Aiden. Then we got Callie. Then Bink. Bink had a 13. Then Lalia. Then Zanzidar. Then the Mind Flayers.
Oh, goody.
So these guys would have kept running, so they probably got a little bit closer to you guys.
Me and Lalia back there still.
Yeah, you would have been moving still, I assume, so you could be a little closer. And so would Bink and Peter.
Do I hear anything in my head after I shoot that villager and kill him?
Do you have a Ring of Mind Shielding on?
Yes.
No.
Interesting.
I will say, though, the villager that was hidden like a Mind Flayer, you do see a golden tiara on their head as they crumple to the ground. And the villagers ahead of you that have turned into Mind Flayers, you see the golden tiara there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, just these two in front, or did the rest of the villagers in the back also turn into Mind Flayers?
No, you've just seen these two. They're the only ones that you've
Okay.
interacted with, and nobody else behind them has had any time to react, and you have not seen them react. So,
Gotcha.
so top of initiative brings us to Aiden, seeing these two villagers ahead of you be sparked by Zan's scorching rays, and their images drop, and you see them as what they are: two Mind Flayers rushing you.
Okay. Aiden's got some he doesn't like that the villager was killed. He doesn't like that at all.
Just remember, they're all villagers.
Okay. How far is it to the closest of the two Mind Flayers?
I got a big old hair in my mouth. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, you'd be within 30. I'm going to give you that.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, I'll just put him forward. There we go.
Which one do I want to attack with? I think we'll attack with my Warbolt longsword.
Okay.
We got 3 attacks. Here we go. The first one's a 36 to hit.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah.
Good lord.
What do you mean, good lord? You can reset too with your belt of storm giant strength. What are you talking about? One-handed. Let's do the damage separately this time. Okay, 13 slashing.
Yep.
Second longsword attack. 26 to hit.
Only
Absolutely.
26? Precious.
17 slashing damage.
You got it.
And then a third hit attack. 22 to hit.
Yep. Is that all?
This time, have them make a strength saving throw.
You got it. $13.
The DC is, oh god, I forget that my strength affects my Battle Master DC.
Oh God.
The DC is 23.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay,
That's
I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
that's
Oh god.
awesome.
Okay, so and then another D10. No, not a D100. Good lord. Okie dokie. 23 points of slashing damage, and they are pushed back 15 feet.
Nice.
You got it.
Good lord, I did not realize my Battle Master DC was going to be broken now. Okay, that is my. That is my CNC bonus action. I only have so many spell slots to work with. Okay, that is my turn. And by so many, I mean so little.
All right, and that'll bring us to Callie.
All right. Well, sneak attack won't work now. Let me see.
I feel like Aiden's still trying to gauge the strength he has now with his belt. He
Right.
inadvertently smacks him like a rag. I was like, oops.
Womp. That's okay. I will run up to the one Aiden didn't hit and say, "Good morning." And we'll take a swipe with my sickle.
Stop it.
That's a 17.
That'll hit.
Alright.
Okay.
Right? For us weak ones who can only roll 17, that's 14 slashing damage.
You got it.
And she will swipe again. She's trying to take off some tentacles with these swipes.
Oh, easy.
Just to make it like almost like paper cuts. Like, how can I make this the most painful possible? Wow. 16?
That'll hit.
Okay.
Just barely.
Max damage for 16 slashing.
Nice.
And then
Wow.
Wow.
because the situation is how it is, and she's theoretically a little vulnerable without a ring, she will use her bonus action to disengage and get herself within 20 feet of Lalia. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else?
She took a tentacle with her.
You got it.
God damn it.
That's her turn.
Huh? That'll bring us to Bink. Well,
Alright.
Callie's juice in the hit.
No, that's Aiden.
Oh,
I
it's
just didn't
Aiden.
get to hit go yet.
Bink's gonna hop on Peter and go in for the attack.
Cool. Oops. Yeah. You going to this first one?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
First, I'm gonna make Peter attack. Which is beak attack first, which is 25 to hit.
oh yeah.
Is 8 damage.
You got it.
Next, he's gonna go on. Oh, that isn't that one. That is not hit.
Oh
Aw.
no. Second one misses. Your first one hits it and it crumples to the ground. As it's getting back up, your second swipe just misses.
And then alongside that, I'm gonna use the Flail Tiamat to give a good old smack to the head.
You got it.
But I'm
Gonna
also
hurt.
gonna activate Defensive Flourish.
Ooh, nice.
I don't think that takes anything, right?
I
As
don't
long as I
think so.
attack her, does that take a bonus action?
Nope, I think it's just as long as you take the action.
Yep. Yeah, it just
Yeah.
adds on.
Yeah, alongside the action, yeah. But the uses of Bardic Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So I'm gonna use defensive flourish. And yeah, I'm gonna see what I. Let's see, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I basically roll like bardic inspiration and add that. Let's see, 1d12. Alrighty, a 7. Look at that.
Ooh.
For once, it's like not a 1 or a 2. Look at that.
Very good.
Hey.
Add 7 to my attack and my AC.
Nice.
Alrighty, I'm gonna attack him still. My flare of TMI, and that is gonna. Oh my god, a nat 1.
No.
Oh, no.
But it is 16.
Unfortunately.
Mm.
But I can smack him again. I can try to smack again.
If it wasn't a 1, it would have hit. But
Yep.
Yeah,
you can swing again.
that is a 25.
Absolutely.
There we go.
And it goes like whoop-ha! And then I do a 5d4. Wow, lowest on damage. Wow, I'm really rolling
Plus
low
7.
today. So let me do that 5d4 really quick with that extra damage and that extra 7. Wait, how do I do that? Wait.
Yep. So the first hit's just gonna
Wait,
be.
so is it automatically defaulted to 7 or?
No, it'll add into the 10 damage you did. So
Yeah.
your first hit was 17.
But the 7 is automatically added.
No, it's not added to your dice roll there. I don't think, because you have a plus
I
9
think it-
normally, right?
What do you mean by
Yeah.
automatically added?
Okay, so defensive flourish. Let's see. If a weapon attack hits, you expend one of your bardic inspirations and deal extra damage equal to the number you roll on the die.
Yeah. So
And
you're-
you also add a number to your AC, and you also add that number to your AC at least the start of your next turn.
Yeah. So your 7 damage that you rolled before gets added into your 10. Beyond does not
Yes.
automatically add it, but it does get added to your 10. Yes.
Oh no, that's what I was saying. Like the 7 that I roll, I'm just saying we are adding that automatic, so it would
Yes.
be a 17.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
So yeah, you're at 17, and then you add your D4s.
All
Yep.
the D4s.
Yeah, 5d4. And this will be poison damage, so 16 damage.
All right. How do you want to do this?
I just like smack his head right off. It just goes flat. It just goes flat.
And you do.
How do you like it?
Right.
Right.
How do you like it? Reverts back into a human. It was an illusion.
Nah.
Oh god.
It stays
That
in
would be
mind.
really mind fucking right there. That'd be screwed up. That'd be really screwed up.
Oh, just wait. I mean, no, not that one.
Oh god.
All right. Anything else for Bink? I think you bonus
yeah,
action.
he is also gonna go up to the other one on Peter. Cause how much can Peter?
5, 30, 35. He's got at least 40, so you could definitely get there.
And I'm gonna use my lucky blade rapier.
Make that offhand attack.
That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And you give a little smackaroon, and that's 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my god. I just like go on as Peter kind of like runs by, hold my rapier out, and kind of just like slit its throat as you see blood gush out of its throat.
You got it. And again, it stays a mind flayer as you eliminate this one from combat.
Oh god, I actually got worried because I just killed it like that. And I'm like, oh
I mean,
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the
I-
one that attacked it. That's right.
I'm pretty sure I did like 70 something damage to it.
Yeah. Aiden super slapped that thing.
Yeah.
It just needed to be tapped. But that will take you out of combat as the Mind Flayer, who you now know is a villager, does not move. They just stand there.
They were just standing there from the start. Like, goddamn, they didn't even do anything.
But as that happens, you see this now villager kind of turn and look at you all, and you see its eyes gloss over blue as its tiara begins to shine, and you just hear a voice come out. Your time starts now. Find the key. One of the children has it. Every hour, I'll sacrifice a villager. So be quick about it.
What does the key look like?
And then the eyes go back to normal and the tiara dissipates.
Damn it! Didn't specify if it was the physical key.
Can anybody see through illusions?
Nope.
No.
That's
Wait, let me see. No. I can detect magic.
I mean, that might help. So, Lilia,
yes.
does this mean that the people with the circlets on aren't the children?
I have no idea what it means. Though I get the feeling it's something to the effect that not everybody down here is who they seem to be.
And what happens? Like, I'm not understanding the stakes here. So, like, say the villagers are the children because they have the circlets on because they're being controlled, right? Well, then why should we care if they die? Like, it's not like this thing's going to release them if we find the key anyway.
True. They are.
You let me know if I'm going down a dark path here, but I say we just take care of everyone down here.
Or are you gonna say something?
Yeah, I would be willing to let you guys figure out a little bit of information, you know, just to cover my own tracks in case I didn't write it very well. If you made an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to set the DC at like 15. The higher you get, the more I'll give you.
I'll make
Gotcha.
sure Calliope makes this check. Just straight intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
This
a
is
saving
everybody?
throw. Ignore
Yeah,
that.
anybody can make this.
That's a really good roll. I got the same roll, not on a save. 21 for Calliope.
I'm so glad Zan did not get above it.
Yeah, neither did Lalia, so.
Zan and Lavia,
I'm talking to her. That's great.
you're having some trouble piecing it together. But I'll give, so Callie and Aiden working together, the two of you begin to piece together some things that you've heard, some things that you may or may not have picked up on or may or may not have asked. So I'll give you a little bit of leeway here, since some of these things Aiden, in my mind, might have thought about previously.
Yeah.
Is that when certain individuals are being referred to as children, that seems to directly relate to the mind flayers. So the villagers that have been turned into mind flayers are being considered the children. The villagers that have not yet been turned into mind flayers are not being considered villagers. And you know, since you've seen it, theoretically, there is a way to get rid of the tiara, which would save the villagers from mind control.
Mhm.
They are not mind flayers yet, but you know that that's happening.
I was getting the feeling that that was Zan's understanding, but
Well, Zane's understanding also is that we watched an Elder Brain do that to its own head, which wasn't technically alive, and how much pain these people would have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
also, if I remember correctly, it was magic we didn't really have. Like,
No.
yeah.
But it seems to reason that one of the things the Elder Brain was going to do with the tiara that he pulled out was figure out how to turn them off.
Oh, okay.
Like, that
So
was something he
it's-
was like, I want to get rid of these. So
Okay.
theoretically, there might be a way to stop these tiaras.
Gotcha.
Of course, Lalia and Zan don't know that, but Lalia is at least going, Zan, I can't imagine in what universe it is better to kill a bunch of people than to try to save them.
It's about this time Aiden and Callie come to that conclusion.
Hold up, wait a minute, what?
Zane's just about to go full bloodbath.
Right? Now, if they all start twitching at once, then yes. All the fireballs. All at once.
Yes.
So just to clarify, the only time the word children has been used in reference to mind flayers.
Yes, to full actual mind flayers have been referred to as children.
So, Bink, were you gonna throw up that detect magic, or should I?
I'll do it.
I'd recommend quelling your bloodlust for right now. I don't think all of the people in this village, at least those who have not undergone the rather horrid transformation that is Terramorphosis, I don't think those villages are yet considered what has been consistently used in the presence of only full-fledged mind flayers is children. We're looking for an actual mind flayer that has the key, not some random poor folk who has, well, I can't exactly imagine the kind of hell they're going through right now, but we're looking for a mind flayer.
Gotcha. So, all mind flayers shoot on sight.
And therein lies the problem. Because the ones that
Mind
look like
flayers
mind
can look like villagers.
flayers.
Villagers can look like mind flayers. The
So we
fuck?
see the problem now, yes, and we can't just spam detect magic.
It lasts for 10
Oh, I
minutes,
don't know if
so
he cast it.
however much we can get through in 10 minutes.
So are you regular casting detect magic then? Because I think you can ritual it, but it takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
How does mine work?
If you want to take 10 minutes, Lalia would like to
Mine's
take a
ritual.
moment or two with the dead villager. So if we wanted to take, but also I don't know how much of a time crunch we actually are on. So, well, we needed someone else is gonna die in an hour, so
Mhm.
we have some time crunch.
Well,
So we
let's-
have a time crunch.
Let's
What's the time crunch? Oh yeah, somebody dies.
let's kind of split or so. I mean, Zan's gonna take to the air because he knows that mind flayers walk on the ground.
Well, they
Bink's
can
just
also.
gonna run on. Bink's just gonna run over the town really quick with his
Run over the
protect
town.
magic. Run over town, yes.
Oh, I thought like say run over the town, like literally run it over.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah, that's the Bink way. Bink way's the only way.
Can we tell how big of an area this town is too?
Yes, as you guys begin to work on these things and look around, you get a better scope of what's going on. So I'll give you the description and you can see it on the screen. As you begin to get more of a look at this town.
Oh my god.
It is pretty big. There's quite a few
Oh
buildings,
my.
quite a few people out about in the streets. And you do see two things of interest. One thing down here in the middle of this area is a large pile of what appears to be magical items and gold, and you can assume this might have something to do with the mind flayers that were sending items. Like this might have been where they were going. And beyond that, you can see towards the back center area of the town is a large stone temple. Its most prominent feature, however, is what appears to be a circular column that rises into the air as far as you can see. Like, I can zoom out and I literally build it higher than I can actually look at.
Nice.
And these floating things in the background aren't actually there. I just forgot to hide them, so they were templates. Yes, that is the vision you are getting, especially Zan as you begin to take to the air.
So, I can't ritually cast things, but I know we talked about protection from evil and good, but I packed detect evil and good, which for 10
nice.
minutes could show me what is an aberration.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of to the group. So, I don't know if that helps us find which child has the key, but it might at least be a little more direct than detect magic.
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically that would work, because if the villagers themselves are not being counted as children, then technically speaking, they may not be counted as aberrations to the spell.
Right. Of course, we could test it right here, which is why I wanted to look at the villager that we know is a villager. Because if I mean, it's not, they are fortunately no longer of this world, but it might at least tell us if villagers are going to ping or not. If that makes sense.
Right.
So, do we want to try that and just see what happens? And also, what's our plan for if I turn this radar on and we pick up like ping 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 ping, there are 5 mind flayers ahead of us.
We murder them all.
All right.
Oh, thanks for arriving then.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't say that.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was feeling that.
No worries, bud.
But we missed you for like 3 weeks, so I'm glad you got to stay and play for a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, spring is not my
Yeah.
not my best season.
I get that.
But I will say this now, DM, in terms of combat, if you feel like having the extra body there is a necessity, then you are welcome to use Aiden.
Cool.
I know the risks associated with that, but I'll allow his usage.
All right, guys, we got a meat shield.
Dude, a meat shield with a big ass
Can he
flame.
use his muscly arms to just like throw him in front of himself?
No worries,
But
bud.
I'll catch you guys later.
Alrighty.
So yeah.
See ya.
Alright, so, Lalia, as you're kind of poring over this villager, and you are casting your detect.
I'll wait till we're ready to start going, because it will take a spell slot.
Well,
Last
Bink,
10
were you
minutes.
hitting the 10-minute ritual, or were you casting it full out? And does that detect also cast as a ritual or not?
Mine, I can't ritual cast.
Oh, bummer.
It's only a first level spell, though, so it's not too terrible. If I thought we'd get a short rest, I would use a warlock slot, but I can't guarantee that we're going to have a short
Gotcha. Unfortunately, I had it on my list too, but I didn't prepare it, so
That's alright.
I was.
You brought Scorching Ray.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, so we'll 1, 2, ready? Here goes nothing. And I will cast Detect Evil and Good.
So, your detect evil and good does not ping on the villager ahead of you, the one
Okay.
that's on the ground and dead.
Mm-hmm.
It does not ping. What's the radius on it?
30 feet.
Stepping up into here and getting in range of just a couple of these villagers, you don't get any more pings.
Alright. We're clear so far. She'll try to smile and wave at the villagers.
Do they even react?
They kind of turn and look at you, but nothing substantial. They all just seem to just be kind of mindlessly wandering around.
Alright. Well, I guess we continue forward.
We're looking for a key. You guys don't happen to know where a key is?
As you ask that, you just hear back, "One of the children."
I had a nightmare like this once.
Oh yeah. Did you also have your pants taken off?
What?
Oh.
Wait,
never
I'm
mind.
sorry, what?
No, nothing.
Zanzidar, please don't take your
Pants
pants
off
off.
when I sleep. I mean, what?
Alright. So, as you are doing this, I think what I'm going to do is, as you're kind of wandering and trying to hit groups of people, how long does your spell last?
10 minutes.
Go ahead and roll a d10 for me. Let's see how long it takes you to get a ping.
8.
Alright.
Oof.
About 8 minutes into your spell, walking through here, you do get a ping of an aberration.
Alright.
And we'll say it's this dude in the green shirt.
Alright. Hey, we got the child over. That sounds bad. We got the mind flayer over here.
Die, child, die!
Hey, slaves, Lalia.
Start sentence. We have a child. Oh wait, crap.
Ray of Frost.
Is that a save or a hit?
It's 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
'21 damage as well.
Wow.
Nice. Alright, give me just a second here. So you get a Ray of Frost off on this guy. Let me roll his initiative. Actually, let me just do this. What's everybody's initiative bonuses? I'm going to try something out here.
+2. With advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Lalia's is also +2. Calliope's is +10.
Holy.
She's good at like 3 things. One of them is initiative.
Bink, what's your bonus to initiative?
My bonus to initiative is +7.
Alright, so for the fact of this, I'm going to say just a walking initiative when you find these guys is going to be 10 plus your bonus.
Okay.
So Zan's 12, Lalia's 12, Calliope's 20, Bink's 17.
And we'll just say Zan will go first since he has advantage. How's that sound?
Yeah, and then I will just roll to see if the Mind Flayer beats that, to see if he gets a chance to react. Because you guys are going to slaughter these things. It's just a matter of what you use to do it.
Okay.
So as you attack this Mind Flayer, there's a series of events that happens when this does. So, first things that happens is you shoot out this ray of frost, declaring that this is a Mind Flayer. And as you do, it hits. And you see it begin to freeze and take this damage. And as a reaction, all of the villagers around him gather and clump up on him.
Oh. No, don't do that.
Oh, you think you're
What in
safe
the
there?
hell? What?
Don't do that. Don't hit anybody but the guy in the green shirt, guys.
No promises.
Oh, crap.
Zanzibar!
And he did not roll high enough to beat any of your initiatives. So we'll go back to Zan. Or no, we'll hit Calliope.
Yeah. I was thinking, you don't want to do that.
Let me see. Calliope will just send out a Toll the Dead. It's a Wisdom save 19.
Ooh. 11.
Ding dong, you're gonna die. That's gonna be. I gotta roll it over here because D&D Beyond doesn't know I need 12s.
Bro, I can nuke all of them right now.
I know, right?
28.
Okay. He is still up.
She's not gonna use bonus action, I don't think, right now. She doesn't have anything.
Then that'll bring us to Bink.
You think they're safe for me? You think they're really safe for me? I'm gonna attack them.
Just Bink and
Which
Zanzibar
one
blowing
specifically
off
are
steam.
am I just which one specifically am I attacking
The
again?
only one you can't reach.
Yeah, the one in the middle, his disguise has dropped, and you see that they are a Mind Flayer. So I'll just go ahead and make them a Mind Flayer.
And the
real quick.
rest of them are children, correct?
They're people.
The rest of them are
Okay,
people.
they looked my size, so I wasn't sure
Oh.
if this was a group of children or like a group of people.
A group of people.
I'm like, I will drop them if they are
Children?
or just regular villagers. I will drop them right now.
So your understanding is that the dude in the middle is a Mind Flayer. The 8
Got it.
people around him are villagers.
I find it hilarious how our group has such PTSD with Mind Flayers, and we're just like, let's nuke the whole town!
Right?
Okay. I can do it right now. I have a spell. I can nuke the whole town right now. I can just complete this mission right.
I don't know if that's the mission, but
Hey, find the key. It doesn't say the key is immortal. It is not not immortal, not indestructible. But oh god, it doesn't say if it is. Whatever. I'm gonna go and attack him.
I'm also now realizing, did anybody search the bodies of the Mind Flayers?
Nope.
Shit.
Oh my god! Imagine.
It can't be that easy.
We'll check. We'll check afterwards.
We'll go back the other way.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna 4th level psychic lance him. And yes, I'm doing it on
Interesting.
purpose.
Okay. Is that a save?
And it's a 19 intelligence saving throw, which he excels at. So let's see if he excels at it.
Ooh, that's a 23.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
He rolled a 16 and he has a +7.
Silvery Bobs.
Cool. That is an 18.
Dang it. Oh, wait, that works.
Hey.
Oh wait.
I'm so used to that not working on a mind flare. Okay, this is a 4th level, and I cast it, and I will deal damage, and also I'm pretty sure he is incapacitated until the next turn, and the creature takes. Wait. Oh yeah, no, he's just incapacitated until next turn.
Yeah.
Whoa! I see the damage. 22.
How would you like to do this?
I just like aim at his head and I just like make it kind of like just like shoot inside to his mind as it bounces around his brain hole and explode from the inside out.
Callie, you hear screaming. The rest of you don't. But he is gone. And Bink, who would you like to give your advantage to? That I believe lasts 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'll just give it to Lalia.
Much appreciated.
Cool.
All right, somebody go back and check the first body. Somebody check this body.
As that happens, the villagers begin to
I just
disperse.
like start automatically like just like checking his pockets,
I'll go
robbing
back
him
and
of
check the other
anything and
bodies.
everything he has.
So the way this is going to work is you get to roll a D100. I'm not going to tell you what you're looking for, but you got to roll a D100 for each body that you loot. So if you're going back and checking the other two, you got 3 chances to find the key. So whoever's looting each one can roll a D100 for them.
I'll
Okay.
check this one then, I guess.
Calliope will check one if that's okay with Zan.
Yeah.
Bink, you do not find a key.
Alrighty. Good luck, guys. You got this.
Back on the bridge, Zanzadar, the body that you loot, you do not find a key.
Oh no. Oh.
Calliope, the first mind flayer that you killed, you find a key.
Hey guys, I found it.
Oh my god.
Way quicker
Good
than I
job.
thought it would, but
Damn it.
Is this what we're looking for?
Yeah, I guess so. It looks like a key.
Do you think Lolly will be mad to know that she didn't have to use that spell?
Just don't tell her.
But we gotta tell her that we found the key.
No, we don't.
What are you suggesting?
We keep walking around until we actually find it.
Oh. Okay. Oh no.
You have to be the one to find it, though, so you have to loot the bodies. Don't let Bink touch them.
Okay. Can we even see if we can get away with this, though?
Do we
Yeah.
have a key?
'Cause
So
this is the ultimate irony, is
so-
rolling against myself here.
so the two of you walk back up to the group and
Nope, no keys. Nothing even key shaped.
Callie can make a deception check and everybody else can make an insight check.
Oh no, she rolled bad. Oh, but Lalia rolled worse.
Bink, you can roll an insight if you want.
Alrighty.
Yep.
23.
Bink, so the other two, so Zanzadar and Callie come walking back up, and you ask them if they found a key, and you hear Callie say no, and you can tell she's lying.
Silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs, something.
What?
If you want to do it, Zan, that's fine.
I feel like that's more suspicious. Is the thing.
It's just Zan, like,
my
muttering and distracting
God.
it.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Oh no.
So Bink, as you are looking at Callie, who seems a little suspicious, Zan begins to talk your ear off, and I need you to re-roll your insight check.
Damn. It's a 10.
Alright.
It's enough that you forget about Callie, and whatever Zan was talking about is just distracting you.
Alright, Zan, who gets your
Oh my
advantage?
god.
Zan gets the advantage. Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
give Bink the advantage so I can apply it to my roll for reroll.
No.
Infinite loop.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Alright, well, I guess we got to keep looking.
As you,
I, with my passive insight of 21.
as you continue on through the crowd, Lalia, roll a d10 for me. Let's see if you find one before you're in your last 2 minutes.
Oh, goodness. Nope.
Ooh.
Well, and of course they went back to loot, so I probably would have recast it.
Okay.
But so then, can we count the 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then now, so your first one would have been gone, so you guys are 20 minutes in.
Yep.
Takes you 3 more minutes, so you're at 23 minutes now.
Is that all the treasure?
We can worry about that later.
Zan, as you're examining the treasure, Lalia, you get another ping from this lady in red.
Hey, the lady in the red dress is not the lady.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Shoot her up.
Put her up. Oh my god.
I want to find something interesting.
We have lost the plot.
There is no more plot. What are you talking about?
Bink, take care of that, will you?
I got it!
Okay.
I got it!
And she got it. Okay.
Is Callie gonna run over?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And she's going to actually run up and stay close in an attempt to kind of hold a position next to her.
Okay.
And launch off 3 attacks, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The foist. Ooh. Is it 16?
That'll hit.
For 16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing this in the wrong folder. The second is a 31
Mm-hmm.
for 16 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious. And then she will near in the gonads,
Cool.
assuming she might have some. 26 to hit
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
for 11 damage.
Cool. And just like the last time, a bunch of villagers begin to surround the Mind Flayer in reaction. Was anybody else going with Callie? Sounded like no.
No.
I mean, Lalia,
No.
well, not up to her, but Lalia would be there to help. Yes.
Okay. Alright, then I will roll an initiative for this guy. What is the initiative bonus? Nothing. So Callie went, Bink's doing something, Zan's doing something, Lalia does beat this guy.
Alright. 4 Eldritch Blasts.
You got it.
Good. Oh, that's Calliope. Hold on. 31 to hit.
Yep.
I have to roll this one at a time. It's very annoying. Okay. 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
29 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
14 damage.
You got it. That was double.
Yeah. 32 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Natty 20
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
for 20 damage.
That's enough.
All right, look. Fast. I don't want to
my
have to use
God.
another spell. Do-do-do-do-do.
So, Callie, you begin to search the body.
Yeah.
You don't find a key.
But I'm gonna use my sleight of hand or whatever I need, deception, whatever, to be like, oh look, we found it. It's right here. It's right here.
You're trying to are you trying to slide a hand, slip it on the body and pull it out?
Sure.
All right, then make a sleight of hand, and Lalia can make a perception check.
Yes.
Lolly, you can't roll that high.
Lalia
Awesome.
believes her.
Fantastic. All right. Moving on.
Hey,
Lives are at
I'm
stake.
not done searching the treasure.
Yeah, too bad, Zan. Come on. We're going to the temple.
Yeah, no sooner have you stepped into the pile than that mind flayer is dead, and Callie has a key in her hand.
The loot will still be here.
What if there's a magical item that we might need for the thing in the temple?
That wasn't part of the riddle.
So,
My God.
Mom, I want a prize.
Your prize is people surviving. And be grateful about it.
Aww.
Zane hangs his head as he walks away.
Calliope is contemplating how dark her mentor has become here momentarily.
Oh boy. Alright. So you guys moving on towards the temple?
I guess so.
I think that's where we need to go.
As you make your way through, nothing really jumps out at you. Doesn't seem like any of the other mind flayers that were hidden are attacking. None of them attacked you to begin with. None of the other villagers really do anything either. They're still just kind of mindless and just walking. You do make your way up to the temple, and you do see that there is a locked iron gate in the front of it, which I forgot to close, but you get the point.
Right, go test the key, Callie.
All right. I will step up and inspect the door
Please don't be the one we need. Please don't be the one we
for
need.
traps.
Make an investigation check.
16.
Doesn't appear to be trapped.
All right. I will try the key.
It slots right in.
All right. Think it's the right one.
Okay.
As you open the door, Callie, give you what you see. So looking into this chamber now that the door is open, you can see an individual that you don't necessarily recognize. And I also I changed the combat, so on either side of the entryway you can see a couple of mind flayers. Towards the back you can see two more mind flayers. Just kind of almost standing at attention. You also see two large... Let me find them here.
Chickens.
Yeah, two large cats that
Hey.
appear to be made out of metal.
Oh.
I don't see a large cat though, other than this black cat. So I guess we'll just use that's tiny.
Well, you can make it bigger.
Well, all right. You see these
It's
two
Rhaegar.
large
Rhaegar.
cats,
Oh no.
which means I can get rid of these
Yes.
guys.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
These two large metallic cats, and at the very front of this chapel-like area, you see a centaur.
A.
Though getting a good look at this centaur, it's odd. He doesn't He reminds you a lot of Lalia, but it almost looks like his flesh is moving constantly in a very unnatural way. And as you stare at him for just a moment, because you've got some pretty good perception, it looks like there are chunks of flesh missing, and the space where the flesh would be are a bunch of moving bugs.
Oh, gross. But so cool.
And you see this large blue key wrapped, adorned around his neck on a metal chain as he looks over to you. Ha ha ha! Welcome! Did you bring friends?
Oh, yes. You're very cool looking.
Just kind of cocks his head. Thanks. Well, step in. Like to see who you brought with you.
Over her shoulder. Hey guys, there's a centaur in here. He says to come in.
Can we see him?
Nope.
Upon hearing that there's a centaur, though, Lalia is marching.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not him, Lollian.
As you step up here, Lalia,
That doesn't even make sense.
and are able to see past Callie's shoulder, you do see a very messed up, very weird looking version of Counselor Heck.
The fuck happened to you?
I've been made new. As you see bugs skitter out of his mouth and up into one of his eye sockets.
Is that what you're calling it?
I wield the power of the cosmos thanks to the Sovereign. I'm here to test you. How fitting, right?
Yes, it is fitting, seeing as I am here to murder you where you stand.
Hello, I know. Can we do like a math test or something? I think that'd be pretty cool.
Sure, let's call it subtraction. Maybe a little division of your group.
What's division?
Let me show you. And I would say roll initiative, but I think we'll pause here.
No.
I think this is a good place to stop. 'Cause this is
Alrighty.
as far as I thought we would get anyways.
Sorry for rolling a 97.
The boss battle just like turns into like a white playing field. It's like, look, map not loaded, map not created.
Yeah, right?
I love it. That's hilarious, though. It was in the first body.
Yep.
The way I had it set up is you had to.
You called it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way I had it set up was the first 5 bodies you searched, you had to get a 95 or higher,
Mm-hmm.
and then it would add
Wow.
5 to that.
We got super lucky then.
Or no, it would add 10 to that. Yeah. So after your 5th body, you needed to start rolling an 85 or higher. And if you got through
Wow.
5 more bodies without getting it, it turned into a 75 or higher.
We got so lucky. It's ridiculous. Like a 5% chance of actually finding it.
Yep.
Yep.
Literally a 5% chance of finding it. We got it on the 3rd try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that was good.
Yep.
But hey, yeah, we'll pick up there next
It was
time.
cray.
Yeah. I think we're off the next 2 weeks.
Are we?
Let me double check my event schedule.
2 weeks.
What's on the 4th?
It is on the 4th?
Or no, just kidding. The 7th. Well, we're looking at the April.
Yeah, it's April 7th. That's what I'm looking for, which is Sunday. Okay, never mind. We can play. We'll be off next week, but back the week after.
Okay.
Okay.
So April 6th, the first weekend in April. And then I'll post a full schedule for April in the coming days. But yeah, so 2 weeks. We'll pick up here.
Okay.
Alrighty.
with Counselor Heck, and well, we'll see what happens after that. All right, let me go ahead and end